aboard the Nightingale for our trip down the Potomac River. For your safety, you'll find the adult life jackets located in the overhead, and you'll find the children's life jackets located in the bench seat in the forward area of the vessel. You'll also find restrooms on both sides in the front of the vessel, forward of the pilot house. The complex we're departing from is Washington Harbour. It was completed in 1987 and is the site of the old cement factory. It was also the historical port of Georgetown. Officially founded in 1751, Georgetown was named after the British monarch King George II. It flourished in the years after the Revolutionary War. George Washington hailed the town in 1790 as the premier tobacco exporter in all of Maryland, if not the country. The bridge you see behind you is the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and on the hill above it, you'll see Georgetown University, which is the oldest Roman Catholic university in America. The large building with the steeples is Healy Hall, named for Patrick Healy, a Jesuit priest who became the president of Georgetown University in 1873. Healy was the first African American to head a white university. If you look over to the left, you'll find the embassies of Sweden and Iceland. You'll also find Thompson's Boat Center. The Boat Center is a hub for regattas and racing throughout the region. The Boat Center provides rentals of canoes and kayaks and is the home of many high school and college rowing teams. Next to the boat center, there is a stream entering the river. That's Rock Creek. It's also the beginning of the C&O Canal, the Chesapeake and Ohio. The canal follows the Potomac River for 184.5 miles from Washington, D.C. to Cumberland, Maryland. The canal operated from 1828 to 1924 as a transportation route, primarily hauling coal from western Maryland to the port of Georgetown in Washington. You'll also see a broken wooden gate at the entrance of the stream. This is the Watergate. This marks the terminus of the C&O Canal, and this is also where the large complex to the left got its name. The Watergate Complex is a multi-use facility comprised of retail, residential, and commercial buildings. The Watergate Complex was the site of the 1972 Watergate scandal that led to the resignation of President Richard Nixon, the only president to have resigned from office. The strip of land over to the right is Roosevelt Island, named for President Theodore Roosevelt. This is a 91-acre wildlife preserve. When Captain John Smith first saw the island in 1608, there were Native Americans living there. The last Native Americans were seen on the island in 1711. Roosevelt Island was included in the original land grant to Lord Baltimore in 1632. Baltimore's rent for the island was 2 Native American arrows to be paid each Easter. In 1861, the island became a barracks for Northern troops, including some of the first African American troops in the Army. It was later sold to the Washington Gas Company, who then sold it to the Roosevelt Memorial Association. In 1967, a monument was constructed consisting of a 19-foot statue of Roosevelt, a plaza, fountains, and a granite tablet inscribed with Roosevelt's famous quotes on statehood, citizenship, and conservation. Over to the left, you'll find the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. Opened in 1971, the Kennedy Center is both our national cultural facility and a living memorial to President John F. Kennedy. Set on 17 acres, the $73 million center contains 6 theaters. Throughout the center, you'll see gifts from many nations, including all the marble, which was a gift from Italy, the chandeliers, which were a gift from Sweden, and the silk curtains, which were a gift from China. you look behind you up on the hill, you'll see the National Cathedral. Its actual name is the Cathedral of St. Peter and St. Paul. The church is Episcopal, but it has no local congregation and seeks to serve the entire nation as a house of prayer for all people. It's the sixth largest cathedral in the world and second largest in the United States. The corner foundation stone was laid in 1907 using the same mallet that George Washington used to set the Capitol cornerstone. Construction was interrupted by both world wars and by periods of financial difficulty. The cathedral was completed with the placement of the final stone on September 29, 1990, 83 years to the day after it was begun. This bridge is the Teddy Roosevelt Bridge. It connects Washington with Virginia through Roosevelt Island and carries Route 66 across the river. Over to the left, you'll see two sets of statues. The first set symbolizes peace. One is for music, the other for the arts. The other set represents war, one for valor, the other for sacrifice. Both sets of statues were gifts from Italy and are built to in between the statues, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial. Planned as early as 1867, the Lincoln Memorial wasn't completed until 1922. It was built to model the Parthenon in Greece. Its 36 columns represent the 36 states in the Union at the time of Lincoln's assassination. Also inscribed on the top of the memorial are the names of the 48 states in the nation at the time of its completion. Inside the 100-foot memorial, you'll find the 19 by 19-foot statue of Lincoln and engraved in his limestone walls on his second inaugural address, as well as his Gettysburg address. The steps at the base of the memorial were also called the Watergate, as they were intended to be the gateway to the city for visiting dignitaries when they arrived here by water. However, they were very seldom used for that. The Watergate steps did serve as seats for the National Symphony Orchestra's summer concert series for 30 years. The orchestra floated atop a specially made 75-foot barge fitted with a band shell. On the other side of the Lincoln Memorial, you will find the reflecting pool, as well as numerous other memorials, including the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, the Korean War Veterans Memorial, and the World War II Memorial. The Great Bell Tower that you see over to the right is a Netherlands Caravane. This was a gift from the Netherlands in appreciation for liberating them from Nazi occupation in World War II. To the right of the Caravane, located behind the trees, is the United States Marine Corps War Memorial. This is the statue of the Marines raising the flag on Mount Suribachi for the Battle of Iwo Jima in World War II, and is the world's largest bronze statue. This bridge is the Arlington Memorial Bridge and symbolically links the north with the south. Built in 1932, it was a drawbridge at one time and connects Washington to Arlington National Cemetery.